Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Ben. So today when it comes to tvOS, I'm happy to let you know that we have rather like a minor software update that we just got. And if I go into my system settings right there and go to see software update, you can see if I check for an update, we do have one which is available, and it's tvOS 18.5 with the 22L572 build number. Now before I update, this update releases among other versions that you can see on the screen. So I have covered most of them, and if you want to see them after watching this, you can always go over and see some of my latest videos that I just published. And now what I'm going to quickly do is download and install this update, and then we're going to look at some of the changes that tvOS 18.5 has to offer. Spoiler alert, there isn't a lot. My Apple TV has been updated, and just to show you, you can see if we go into the settings right there and go to where it says system, and again just check for software update and then update, you can see your TV is up to date and the build number we have is 22L572. So that's the current latest with tvOS 18.5. And in terms of what's new, when we go to the what's new screen, you can see Apple doesn't tell us much. They just tell us about the new screensavers that are there, and the one that they mention is Snoopy. With Snoopy, one of the things that I noticed that periodically shows up are new animations, or whatever you call them, whether they are screensavers that pop up periodically that I've never seen before. So I saw one of Snoopy and the Beagle riding on the wave, and I saw a couple of others. Unfortunately, it does take a little bit of time to be able to sit around and track which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't seen, and just to try and make out which ones are new and have been added. But it's a good to keep on track and keep watching Snoopy to be able to see if you see something new. And yes, it's good to see that Apple from time to time updates this. Now, another thing that has been added for the Apple TV, it doesn't necessarily have to be the Apple TV box itself. It's the fact that Buy with iPhone and Apple Watch is available when purchasing content within the Apple TV app on a third-party device. So that is not the Apple TV box. It's not required, but some TVs such as some LG TVs or Samsung, Hisense, or more modern smart TVs have the Apple TV app itself built in. So if you're watching content on a third-party TV and it's within the Apple TV application, you now have the ability to buy with your iPhone or Apple Watch once you update to the latest versions of the watchOS and iOS, and that will carry over to the Apple TV app on the device. And in most cases, I think you do need to actually update the version of your Apple TV that you are watching on, or the third-party TV device, in order to have this support. So it's good to see that. Also in the Apple TV app, as you can see, when new episodes are available, we do have the banner or the little pop-up on the screen to tell you that. And you can see if you go next and something is new, such as this Long Way From Home, it's going to tell you that, hey, this is a new show that has been added, and you can see new episodes when they are going to be available for certain shows. It might say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, depending on the show. And if you continue basically on the top shelf there, you'll be able to see the new seasons when they are going to be released, and this carries over from the previous version, and it's good to see that this is here. And at the same time, if you play some games on your Apple TV, the Hill Climb is actually one of my favorite games right there. I spent a little bit of coins and I got this, and you can see if I quickly start right there, it's actually a really powerful car. You can see I can pretty much fly throughout the stages. It's amazing. And the reason why I'm showing this game is to show you some of the new games that are coming to the Apple TV. So if we quickly jump into the Apple newsroom, you can see that when it comes to Apple Arcade, there's 5 new games that are going to be coming to the Apple TV. And since I showed you that hill climbing game, you see this one here, it actually is going to be pretty similar, and you can see some of those games. The first one is Uno, and that's the new edition that's going to be available. And these are actually going to be available on multiple platforms such as the iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple TV, and Vision Pro. So since this is an Apple TV video, you can see some of those games right there. And one of my favorite one is going to be this hill climb adventure Lego, which you are going to be able to play on your Apple TV, and you can see how it's going to look. The animation is amazing, and it just looks like a clean game as well. And you can see, you know, the different stages. It's pretty much similar to the hill climbing game that I was just playing on the Apple TV, only that it's going to be in Lego. So that's why I'm showing you this game. It's one of my favorite games actually right there, and you know, I like it on the Apple TV. And just to keep you in the loop, you can see when it comes to this, there's other games of course that are going to be coming on the Apple TV. This is a publicly available page. You can visit it, and June 5 you can expect more Apple Arcade games to be supported on the Apple TV. Now, just to quickly update you, you might want to check on this page. This is the Apple security release page to be able to see what are the security vulnerabilities and exposures that Apple TV patches with the latest version. You can see, for example, with the previous tvOS 18.4, we had some AirDrop, AirPlay CVE entries, and there was actually a lot that has to do with AirPlay. Some had to do with audio calendar and core audio, among many other patches. And that actually is one of the main reason why you always need to update to the latest version in most cases when there are a lot of security patches just like this, because these go a long way to make your device more secure. Basically, even though Apple doesn't tell us much with this new tvOS version or update, I think it's a pretty good update. It's stable. I've been testing it in betas, although I haven't been covering it as often because it doesn't really have much to offer. But you know, we are hoping to see a new tvOS version, and one of the new ones is tvOS 19, which we are expecting to see on Monday, June 9. It's a couple weeks away, like 3 weeks now I think, and I'll be covering it here on the channel. So if you want to stay up to date, definitely do subscribe so that you don't miss out. My name is Ben, and I'm signing off.